Oh well, that worked out pretty well. Yeah, I was just come out to Anita Bay for a hunt. It's been a while since I've shot a deer and need a bit of summer barbecue meat, so yeah, decided to come out tonight. It's a perfect night for it. We've had quite a bit of crap for the last couple of weeks and it's sort of cleared up. The bush is quite quiet. Yeah, there was plenty of sign around. But anyway, I was just creeping at the along the base of the slip here. Heaps of tracks coming to and from the slip. And yeah, so I was just creeping along and trying to be as stealthy as possible. I was pretty sure I was going to bump into something at some point. There was just so much sign around. And anyway, I was just at the other side of this sort of bit of tree fall here. I was just through there actually, and just out of the corner of my eye I seen a bit of movement about where I'm standing here now, and sure enough I saw a big bum poking out through the hole there, so I crouched down, had a bit of a look, lined up a shoulder and connected. Yep, it was a good hit. It's down just over here, pretty sure. And yeah, just giving it a minute or two to settle down, and I'll go over and see what I've got. I think it might be a spiker, possibly. So, see how we go. Anyway, it's muggy as hell tonight. It's the perfect night to see deer. So there was two of them actually. So pretty wrapped with that. And I'll go down and see what I've got, and might even do a little bit of a run through how I'm going to break it down. So yeah, we'll see how we go. So let's get down there and have a look, eh? Oh well, there she goes there, guys. Beautiful young yearling hind. So, absolutely wrapped with that. Yep, it's going to be good chewing this thing. Perfect for the barbecue. And perfect shot, look at that. Straight through the lungs. Actually, I think it was the side where I shot her, so yep. Straight through the lungs, she only went 20 odd meters or so. So, yep, pretty stoked. So what I'm shooting here is the Bergara Takedown stainless synthetic, 16-inch barrel in 308, and I find it a bloody good bush gun, eh? Even though it's single shot, you can get a shot away, you can reload pretty quickly, and if you really have to, get another one away. But in this tight bush in Fiordland, you know, I was probably, I might have been 15 meters from those deer there, so you're not really going to miss a shot like that. You normally only get the one chance. So yeah, I find this a great little bush gun. It's small, it can break down, you can chuck it in your backpack if you're a bit worried you're walking the tracks or whatever and you want to keep your rifle away from tourists or just the public eye. And I've got a Leopold VX2 3x9x40 on it as well, so DBT suppressor. All in all, a great little bush gun. This is what I use for the raw and my type bush hunting in Fiordland here. So it's quite rare for me to go out for a hunt with this thing and not actually shoot something, so it's a bit of a good luck charm really. Yep, so wrapped about that. She's a good little rifle. Anyway, she's done the bizzo again, and what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to break it down. I've got a carry out belt here. Got the carry out belt. This is how I choose to carry out my animals. I find it really comfortable. The big wide straps sit on your shoulders nice and flush and wide, so sort of spreads the load. Really comfortable. You know, I'm quite a small guy, and even carrying pretty heavy weights, you know, your decent stag or bigger hind, you can do it sort of reasonably comfortably. It sort of sits legs up horizontally along your back, so you can't be mistaken for another deer walking around in the bush either. And no, I find it bloody good, so I'm just going to break it down for you guys and show you how that works. And yeah, we'll get into it. Try and get all this meat out if we can. The idea here is to get as much meat out as possible, so I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to get into it. First thing you want to do is get rid of that head. And we'll get rid of a bit of the neck too, because that can be a bit of a pain, I find, flopping around beside you. Got a bit of a walk out on the rocks and things, so we'll cut that off about there somewhere. Straight through. Bit of a twist though. She goes. We'll get rid of that. Right. We'll free up that esophagus there. So cut down the neck skin here, free up the esophagus, get that all the way down, and right into the brisket there, nice and deep, so you can pull it out through the belly cavity. Get a bit of blood coming out there now. Okay, now you want to free up the bum. So, cut around the arse, not too deep, you don't want to get right in there and pierce the piss bag or anything. Just get in there. Get that done. Right. Now you want to put a bit of a nick in the top of the belly here. Bit of a nick, just enough to get your fingers in, yeah, without piercing too much of the stomach and bits and pieces in there. Get your fingers in there, lift it up, use the drop point of your knife, slice it all the way down. Everything's going to try and push out while you do it, but just push it down with your hand. Get yourself right down here, right down to the udder, right up to the brisket. Yeah. Now we're talking. Certainly always best to find yourself a bit of a slanting bit of ground, so gravity will help sort of get that stomach and bits and pieces out as well. So just reach in there and pull that out. Pull all that out the best you can. And then you got the diaphragm here. You got to sort of cut that away so you can get at the heart, lungs and that esophagus, and you just free all that up and pull all that out all at once. So just a few cuts in here. right in there. Pull all that out. Cut that last little bit of diaphragm. Get rid of that. There you go. Scoop out all the junk. Quite a bit of junk there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is slice up the stomach. Helps it decompose a lot quicker. Give it a couple of slices. And then just toss it to the side. Get it out of your way. And that'll break down. That'll break down a lot quicker if you slice it up like that. So that's good. Right. Scoop out the junk. You don't want that pouring all over your back, down your legs in bits and pieces when you're carrying it out. Free up that ass and the vagina there. Rip that out as well. Good. So the idea is to really get that airflow through the animal and really start that meat cooling down straight away. You want that meat cooling down as quick as possible. Right, now you've got to deal with the legs. So you've got to cut these legs off, middle of the joint here, 2 front legs. So they come off nice and easy. So you get rid of those. Same with the other one. Right around. Free up those tendons and that skin there. And just snap that off. Just like that. Cut it off, get rid of it. Now these back legs here, the trick is I find, is bend them down in half like that. And then you want to run your knife along that line of the back leg there, all the way down, and about there is where that joint is. So you make a slit there, all round. One thing you don't want to do with this is cut too close to this tendon. That's where you're going to hook it up later on to cool, and once you've done that, you've got nowhere to hook the animal up, so you want to be careful not to spoil that. Same thing, break it off, comes off nice and easy. Same with the other one. Twist that off and she's gone. Perfect. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to prep it ready to strap the belt through, chuck it on my back and carry it out. Starting to darken up a little bit and the boys are down there in the boat waiting for me, so better get into it. So you make a couple of slices down the inside of that tendon here, once again being very careful not to cut it, but just a couple of belt sized slices. One there. One there, and then you want to do the same on the foreleg here, on that sort of part of the shank. A couple of belt-sized slices. One there. One there. Okay. Knife can go away at this point. It's done its bizzo. The old sword bird and trout. Great little knife that. Another bit of kit that I really rate. Love that bird and trout knife. Okay. Now you got to sort of think where you want to have the animal on your back. Now I'm right-handed, so I'll be walking with my gun in my right hand, and the last thing I want is the neck flapping around and in the way of my gun. So you think about that before you strap it up. So I'm going to flip it around. Then around like that. And then it's going to be much easier for me to carry later on. Okay. Through one back leg, through the slits that you've cut, through the forelegs, just like that, and through there, pull that through, and then just stick it on the first dome, first hole. So what you do is you slip inside it, and then you can alter it later on. And there it goes. Nice little backpack to carry out. Your arms are going to sit, those straps are going to sit on top of your shoulders. That's going to be really comfortable and easy to carry out. So I'll just set myself up here. It's getting a little bit dark now, but there you go there guys. That's the idea of it. Over your shoulders, nice and comfortable, lies horizontal, upside down, so you're not going to be mistaken for another deer. Neck side on the left side, so it's not flapping around, so it's not going to get in the way of my gun, and that's really comfortable. I'm going to have no problems at all carrying her out, so we'll get into it.